Hi everybody, this is Scott Sharp with Fretboard Toolbox, and today we're going to look at chord progressions in the key of G major, and we'll learn the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, 5, and 6 chords, and then I'll show you a bunch of ways to arrange them and how to play them with some free jam tracks so you can practice moving around on those. So let's get started and I'll show you how it works. Today we're using a Fretboard Toolbox Complete Guitar interactive ebook, and we're going to look at the key of G major. And these are going to be the 6 main chords we're going to be playing today. G major is called the 1 chord, A minor is the 2, B minor is the 3, C major is the 4, D major is the 5, E minor is the 6. So before you try this lesson, I want to make sure you can play all those chords. So G major, that's 1 or Do, A minor is Re, the 3 chord is B minor, the 4 chord is C major, 5 chords D major, the 6 chords E minor, and then we'll ignore the 7th diminished chord today. I want you to know those 6 chords, and then I want you to know their Roman numerals, because we're going to play through those today over here and play them in some different arrangements, like 1-5-1 or 1-4-5. And the reason you want to learn those Roman numerals is if you can start thinking of keys as the chords of a key as Roman numerals, then if it's a 1-4-5 progression and I want to play it in the key of D or the key of C, and I know what those chords are, I can switch right away or transpose right away, and that's really powerful. And then the other thing we're going to be looking at is if we go to the Fretboard Toolbox website, go to Tracks and Tab and click on 200 Free Jam Tracks. I've got all these chord progressions here that we're looking at today. I play through all of those in the keys of G. There's more chord progressions in the key of G, the relative minor chord progressions and bluesy chord progressions. I play through all of those at different speeds, and I do that for the keys of G, A, C, D, E, and F. So let's play with some key of G things today, and what I want you to do is know that the major scale notes are here too if you want to see those. There's some big reasons to know those for soloing. Pentatonic scales, same thing. The first progression we're not going to play through, it's just all G major, just so people can practice strumming along with the G. So start there if you need to. But the first thing I want you to listen for is this 1-5-1 progression. Okay, so in the key of G, the G major is my 1, and then 5 is D. Okay, now if you listen for 1, here's the 1 chord. 1 is home. 5 has a lot of tension. Can you feel that tension? So every time you hear 5 chords, you're going to feel this tension that makes you want to go back to a 1 chord. And in the key of G, your 5 chord is a D major, and it makes you want to go back to the 1. Or on a toolbox, your 5 chord is D major, it makes you want to go back to the 1, back to the G major. Okay, so let's try. Okay, so when you think of the 1 chord, think of home. When you think of the 5 chord, think tension. Okay, now we're going to listen to a 1-4-5 progression. G, C, D. G major is my 1 chord, C major is my 4, D major is my 5, and then back to G. 1, 4, 5 has the tension, back to 1, 1. Now listen how the 4 chord pushes you away. Like I feel this, like I'm at home, going away, and I want to go back to home. You kind of feel that push away feeling? Okay, that's the 4 chord, okay? And if you know what a bridge is on songs, bridges are often, they start with that 4 chord because the bridge kind of takes you away from what's going on with the song and then brings you back home. So 1 is home, 4 pushes away, 5 is tension. And you can click on any of these and practice them at different speeds and practice strumming along. We can arrange these chords in a 1-5-4 progression. So that's 1 is G major, 5 is D major, C is 4, and that's a cool progression because you start out with home, and then you go to tension, and then you go to push away, and then back to home. So that's a cool 1-5-4 progression. Practice that one. It's got some neat sounds to it. Okay, then we got the 1-6-4-5. So G major, E minor, C major, D major, and this going from the 1 to the 6 is really common. So listen to it in the key of G here. Here's 1. E minor's the 6. C major's the 4. D major's the 5, 1 is G major, E minor, 4, 5, back to 1. Okay, so listen, that 1-6-4-5 is awesome. You hear it all the time. And just to show you the power of knowing the Roman numerals of the chords, I'm going to take you real quick to the key of C major, and we're going to look at that exact same chord progression, 1-6-4-5. Okay, but now in the key of C, it's C major, A minor, F major, G major. So listen to that same idea. 6, 4 is F, 5 is G, tension, 1, 6, 4, 5. So learning those numbers is really, really helpful. It's made a huge difference for me figuring out songs, and there's lots of keys I can't sing in, and so being able to transpose real quickly makes it so I have a chance of singing some of these songs when I'm playing with friends. Okay, then a 1-6-2-5 is G major, A minor, D major, E minor. So let's listen to that. Here's 1, 6, 2 is A minor, D major's 5, feel that tension, 1, 6, 2, 5, back to 1. Okay, then we can do track 6 here is a 1-2-3-4. So we can play that quick. We've seen all those. 1, 6, 2, 3. Okay, let's start that one over. G is my 1, A minor's my 2, C major's my 4, D major's my 5, 1, 2, 4, 5, back to 1. And then a last one here is pretty cool. It's a 5-4-1 progression. So this one we start on the tension, and it goes like this. Tension the 5 chord, push away the 4 chord, back to 1 is the root. 5, 4, 1. So, anyways, I hope that you saw some cool stuff there. If you practice those jam tracks and you practice them in these common keys, and you get used to hearing those 1, 2, the 1, 4, and 5 are major chords, and the 2, 3, and 6 are minor chords. You get used to hearing those, and you get to where you can play them in these common keys, and all sorts of cool stuff will start happening. And then later on, I'll show you how to play with some of these guys that have some chords outside of the key, and those are shown in italics. And then you can start hearing the tension of when you hear a chord that's out of the key. Like now that we have G major in our head, if I play an F major, I don't lose my pick. So here's 1, 4, 5, 1, F. Hear how that F has this extra tension? Because it's outside the key. So anyways, we'll play with some more of those ideas. If you want to pick up your own Fretboard Toolbox, just go to the Fretboard Toolbox website, select Pick Your Instrument, and I've got books for all these different instruments here. Today we're using the guitar, and I have essential editions and complete editions. We were using the complete edition today. If you click on Look Inside, you can download any of my books. The free preview pages, which is all the instructions and the key of G major pages, for free. If you want to see all the videos that I've got going for guitar currently, they're right here. And if you want to try them out on some different instruments, you can. But the bottom line is get some of those chord progressions down and train your ear to hear 1 major, 4s major, 5s major, 2, 3, 6 chords are minor, and just practice a bunch of common ways to move between those chords, and you'll start figuring out all sorts of songs so much quicker, and hopefully your playing will be even more fun. So I appreciate you stopping by, I appreciate you taking a look, and I'll have lots more videos coming on lots more instruments.